All right, so a couple of days ago, we went out to the theater to see The Bride with my bride. Yeah.
With me.
And yeah, we were sick. So
Still
Kaylee
kind of
wasn't
sick.
up for recording. As you guys saw, I recorded a bunch of videos while I was sick because I'm a
He's
psychopath. 100%. But we are finally here to talk about a few movies that we watched while sick. First, starting off with The Bride, currently in theaters. The Bride, exclamation point.
Yes.
Don't forget that. Here comes the motherfucking
Also,
bride.
when we went to the theater, there was nobody there. Like, literally no one there.
Nobody.
And at that point, we both thought that it was allergies and not sickness.
Yeah.
So we weren't being
Putting people
assholes
at risk,
and like going to a
I actually
theater.
posted about that.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I did, and explained that very specifically. So it's funny that you said that. That confirms it, because that was not scripted. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So this is Maggie Gyllenhaal's, I think, directorial debut. I don't think she's ever directed anything else. I'm totally blanking on it if she has.
Amazing if it is.
But she wrote and directed this. Or did she write it? Let's talk about that, because the movie would suggest otherwise. So what is this about? Well, of course, this is a reimagining of the OG Universal monster movie, Bride of Frankenstein. Now, in recent years, we've been getting a lot of big-name directors making big-name adaptations of Universal monster films. Whether it's Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, which just came out recently, or Robert Eggers' Nosferatu, which is obviously kind of a plagiarization of Dracula. We got Luc Besson's Dracula that is in theaters currently, that I personally loved. We obviously have Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Not that Lee Cronin is in the, big name directors like the rest of them, but that's still yet another bigger budgeted Universal monster movie. You know what they haven't made? And nobody seems to make these, is The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, I wonder what that is. I also feel like we haven't had a Phantom of the Opera in a long time.
We've gotten quite a few Phantom of the Operas.
More, but we haven't had any
Gerard
recently.
Butler one came out.
It was
Emmy
like
Rossum.
2004.
I mean,
so.
Yeah, but when's the last freaking Creature from the Black Lagoon?
60s? I don't know.
No.
Earlier
than that.
30s,
I would
40s.
assume. Yeah.
I actually have not seen that movie. I don't think.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, yeah, we are being told this story by Mary Shelley herself, who is writing the story in real time, but like from beyond the grave, which was a very unique framework for this movie and storytelling device that I was not expecting at all. And she is played by Jessie Buckley as well. But yeah, I mean, it is a new reinvention of it to some degree, for sure. Frankenstein, played by Christian Bale. Frankenstein's monster, but he just goes by Frank or Frankenstein in this. So
Frankie.
Weird. That's kind of odd, right? That for so many years, people have been like, actually, it's Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein's the doctor. But in this one, they just call him Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So it's like they're totally throwing that out the window in here. It's like, nah, everybody just knows that guy's Frankenstein, so we're just going to call him fucking Frankenstein. But yeah, he comes to another doctor in the 1930s and asks her to make him a mate. And then she reanimates his mate.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, this is very like Bonnie and Clyde meets Harley Quinn and the Joker, right? Jessie Buckley's performance here is wonderful and iconic, and I definitely think that her character will be a fan fave, like cosplay at horror conventions
for sure,
from here to eternity. And I think this will have bad box office, so I don't know how quick it will catch on, but I think it will have a cult following eventually.
Totally. Yeah, I think there'll be a huge cult following for sure. I think this movie was really cool, very unique. I was definitely a big fan of it. I thought the performances from everybody were phenomenal. I really liked the format of the story. There's some kind of interesting playing with reality, I guess we'll say, type of stuff. I definitely don't want to give any spoilers away, but I think that's what some people will not like about the movie, because it's not like a very typical storytelling style, but that was what I really loved about it. That's actually probably one of my favorite parts of the film. And yeah, just very cool stuff. I don't know a ton about Mary Shelley, other than that she was like this very young kind of prodigy like writer, and yes, that she like wrote Frankenstein kind of as part of a dare, with totally blanking on the other guy's name, another famous writer from the time. And you know, it's obviously very famously credited with being kind of like the first sort of sci-fi horror novel, which is true. So I don't know anything about how like the Bride of Frankenstein, like I don't know how that plays into it at all, like in terms of if there was some notes that she had left or what. Like I don't know what that has to do with it, but I do remember when we watched The Bride of Frankenstein, the Universal film, and we were both like shocked that she's literally at the very end, like the last like not even 5 minutes. It feels
crazy how little she's in it
for such an iconic character that you always see everybody, you know, making
fucking
fan
movie's
art
called
and,
Bride of Frankenstein, and she's in it for 2 minutes.
I really like obviously this one. The bride is very much the main character, and some really cool stuff with her. So yeah,
I mean that's a great point. I guess if we are looking at the Bride of Frankenstein for comparison, I mean this is a complete focus on the bride. Like she is the main character, she is the focal point. I mean Frankenstein as well is definitely the main character alongside of her, but yeah, the original one, it was shocking when we went and watched it, because I saw it when I was very young and was doing that, like I watch horror movies so I have to see every classic horror movie, so I went and saw all the original Universal monster movies, which I don't really care for any of them. They always bore the shit out of me. But yeah, when we rewatched it, it was actually genuinely like surprising. I was like, when is she coming into this movie? And then when she literally showed up at the last like 2 minutes of the movie, and her impact in the movie is non-existent. It's like the fact that the title is even her like characters, you know, that just doesn't make any sense to me. But the exact opposite is true here, right? Like she is the focus of the film. The whole point of the movie is to be told through her perspective. And I just really like the chemistry and the dynamic between Bale and her.
For sure.
You can definitely feel his loneliness and his sadness.
Yeah.
And he wants so badly to be the best like partner for her, but he also knows ultimately that he is not being completely on the level with her. So you can always feel that with them. Not every aspect of the film worked for me, for sure. And I think that there will be people who find this movie to be very try-hard and like silly and like teenage angsty, almost like the way people felt about Jared Leto's Joker and like Suicide Squad, where they're just like, this is so over the top and goofy. So like I feel like if you get that vibe from the trailer, I feel like the trailer is very representative of the film. And so if you felt a certain way while watching the trailer, then you're probably, you know, going to feel that way about the film itself. It's just a longer version of the trailer, which I'm happy with. There is a subplot going on with her past and the mob and a detective and a Penelope Cruz is like this wannabe female detective in a time where women aren't supposed to be detectives. All of that stuff is just kind of blah to me. Like everything about the movie that works is with the bride and Frankenstein, which is fine, right? Like that, if that's the stuff that didn't work, you'd have the problem, right? But all the secondary stuff, it was fine. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was there, and it pushed their story The story, I kept trying to put story and forward into one word. Holy shit. I don't think I'm fully better.
The forward story.
The forward story. The story forward. Well enough, right?
I liked all that stuff, the subplot. I don't really have any major issues with the film, to be honest.
It's not a major issue.
Or not even a major issue, but nothing didn't not work for me, I guess.
Yeah.
I felt really good with everything. So.
Okay.
But I think you're right. Like, I think that if it was the opposite, where it was like you weren't enjoying the stuff with, like, the bride and Frankie, then it would be a problem for sure. So.
I think some of my favorite bits, outside of just how insanely, like, attractive I find the bride to be, which was definitely a selling point for me in the film, but also, like, I really enjoyed this other subplot of Frankenstein's obsession with Jake Gyllenhaal's, like, actor character.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, his dance movies.
Yeah.
And this is kind of his escapism, and, like, how much he loves going to the movies to watch this stuff. That stuff I really enjoyed and really connected me to him emotionally.
Yeah, I feel that way for sure. I think that obviously, like, Frankenstein's monster, like, that character is one that it's really easy to make an empathetic character for a lot of different reasons, and I don't think that this movie, I think they do that well. But then also I really like that the bride is also very empathetic, but also so much more, like, multifaceted, like, kind of right away. Like, there's a lot going on with her character and a lot of different layers, and
she's so nutty.
It's really interesting and really cool exploration of, like, that character.
Yeah, because we can't, we're not doing spoilers for this one at the moment.
We're not doing spoilers.
But there's an aspect of her character that comes through when she kind of goes on these tangents.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. And then, like, Frankenstein and the way he's portrayed, I definitely feel like you're going to get some comparisons to, like, Harley Quinn and the Joker in the DC universe, and not in a good way. Like, that's what they're going to compare it to the most, and not like that. And that's totally fine. If that's not your thing, that's not your thing. And I get it to some degree, but I had a great time.
I did too. I really love that stuff. So, yeah, I think you said it well. Like, if you like the trailer and like the vibes there, then I think you should definitely watch it. Definitely go to the movies if you can and see it in theaters. But yeah.
Monstrous.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let us know. I think that just based on our experience, I don't think this movie is going to do very well at the box office, which, once again, it's like, it always just sends the wrong message, right? Because Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride is this big experimental, crazy, bizarro, gonzo type film.
Yep.
And the trailer is unique and different and weird, and the audience, like, responds to that by not showing up.
Yep.
Right? And then people complain that things are never different and they're always the same bullshit. But then they only seem to show up for the safe movies.
Yeah. Film people will watch it for sure. It's just more like general audience people. I
don't mean to lecture people, but man, it really bums me out every time we go to a movie that feels like it doesn't follow some formula.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like that movie's packed. And then any movie that has, like, a uniqueness to the trailer or anything, 9 times out of 10, I take a picture.
Like, we go to The Strangers Chapter 3, and there's, like, more people there than The Bride.
So many more people.
Like, what are we talking about, people? Come on!
The fact that people would want to go see The Strangers Chapter 3 over this is fucking crazy to me.
Gutting. Like, come on. Yeah, so go see this.
Goddamn.
Dang it. Go see it.
All right. That's that.
All right. Bye.